no matter how we feel about it or what we think, the truth is, he promised that he let us know there would be trouble, and he also let us know that didn't come without victory. I think that's universal. Anyone can relate to that, whether they're Christian or not. You have trouble, like in this world. You can act like you don't have trouble, but you do. And I think this song has turned out to be like, it's like painting the picture for what people are feeling inside and hoping that they can believe, you know?
I told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world.
On this journey, mountains and valleys, I know you're with me. I've heard the battle, it's already over. Already over. On this journey, mountains and valleys, the power in me, has deemed the battle already overcome. Already overcome. Know the battle is already over. Into the shadows, when I wanna step backwards, no, I hear your whisper, oh, no need to worry, I've already overcome the world, already overcome, already overcome, need to worry, I've already overcome the world. Look, coral to open, hope is tying the rope to pull me out of the chokehold of old goals. Breathe, glitter that ain't gold. See, I fail, but failing is not the ID. Behold, the victory unfolds as winter becomes cold. The picture becomes whole. A liar has lost hold of everything I know. Mountains become hikes and valleys become homes. Flowers to grow and water to flow here in the shadows. No, it doesn't matter. The master has mastered all of the matter. After the fact, unmatched by the aftermath. I'm singing. My feet feel lighter. The weight of the world is falling off my shoulders. Father and fighter. The weight of the world is in my feet feel lighter. The weight of the world is falling off my shoulders. Father and fighter. The weight of the world is in mine. I'm letting go. I'm letting go.
If not one human being is biologically and or psychologically the same as another, then in the end we share something in common. The fact that the ground we stand on is shared with at least 7 billion people who are different than you in some way. Yes, even your siblings. Speaking of siblings, I can't seem to figure out how we can learn to exist with people different than us within our nuclear families, yet fail to do so with people outside of our last name and heritage that don't look like us, eat like us, vote like us, hurt like us, or celebrate like us. Though we don't all share the same last name or ethnicity, we do walk on the same floating piece of dirt and water, the earth. Let me present a metaphor. Take a cup of cappuccino. It's made of coffee, milk, and steam. 3 ingredients that combine to make one wonderful substance that people bond over, draw energy from, or find comfort in. None of these ingredients left to themselves taste or look the same, but they were made for each other. Yeah, we have things that make us different, but it shouldn't separate us. Instead, should draw us to create and share the cup of cappuccino my culture and yours can come up with when we're different together.
She asked me if I wanted to dance. I said, give me a second, let me get in my stance. Fix up my pants, I can't look a fool on the dance floor. I'm sweating bullets, trying not to slip out of hands. A little brighter than me, a little lighter than me. I'm about to black out, her grip is getting tighter on me. I think I like it deep inside, I feel the fire in me. She like the milky, steamy, creamy to the coffee in me. She got soul in the sway, and yo, look at her face. A stark contrast to whatever the critics may say. It's a shame, the face is a contrast to whatever the critics may say. Oh, how I long for them to see me as I actually am. And what I am is somebody just like you, a person with attitude, affected by altitudes just like you. Got questions for outer space, would rather be face to face, regardless of class and race. I like you, oh, just like you. They asked me why I wanted to dance. I said I wasn't thinking when she gave me her hand. And she a good looking woman, I'm a good looking man. And before I knew it, she was spinning around in my hands. Why? Well, we couldn't figure out if you liked her. Did you come together? Did you mean to sit by her? If so, tell me where did you find her? She likes you even though you don't look just like her. Ha, yeah, that's right, sir. Oh, how I long for them to see me as I actually am. What I am is somebody just like you, a person with attitude, affected by altitudes just like you. Yeah, got questions for outer space, would rather be face to face, regardless of class and race. I like you, yeah, just like you. She asked if I could talk to her dad. I said, give me a second, let me look at my plans. Compare my dreams to the palm of your hands. And can you stand the troubles that'll come with our skin? She grabbed my hand, I dropped my plans. She grabbed my head and pulled me in and said, I like the color of our skin. And in the end, oh, how I love the way you see me as I actually am. what I am is somebody just like you, a person with attitude, affected by altitude, just like you. Got questions for outer space, would rather be face to face, regardless of class and race. I like you, like you, like you. Two worlds, one person, challenging choices, changing emotion to one world, one love. Two worlds, one person, challenging choices, changing emotion to one world, one love. Two worlds, one person, challenging choices, changing emotion to one world, one love. Two worlds, one person, challenging choices, changing emotion to one world, one love. I'm good with that one. Yes.
Wouldn't it be nice to be absent of the past and future pressures? Focus on one piece of time. The present. All it takes is the choice to be present. The choice to be timeless.
Save for a plane flight to see your smile. Dialed for FaceTime, but it failed twice. Warmth of the sunrise, I will still try to give anything for my everything by my side. My life is taking me to eternity above skies. Will I ever be on the ground back in my stride? Is the recipe for the best of me in my side? Will I ever be where you are in a lifetime? I know not to worry about tomorrow, but something's gotta give company to sorrow. If you hush me with a touch, please, I'd be much appreciative. Mourning all night for what follows. Time loses track of its time when I lose sight in your eyes. I find faith, I don't know what's next. Hear a man beat the back of my chest, yeah. Starlight on dark nights will suffice. I can see the end of the tunnel, it's a great light. Can't change our pace, face to face, place your hand in mine. close, can't take those, but you take those off my shoulders. Let me hold her and behold her, we behold you timeless. Sorrow, much appreciated for what follows. I've been having anxiety that was keeping me up at night and had panic attacks every now and then. The most recent experience I had was combated with a melody and lyrics that came to mind, and I sang it until peace found me and I fell asleep. I woke up and knew I was supposed to carry it into the studio, whether if it was just for me or not. I wish I could say I hadn't had any anxiety attacks at night since then. Sadly, I can't, though I have had less. I can say that I now have an audio antidote for every sleepless night. But why the sleepless nights? Is it that not even my own bedroom feels safe from the wicked of the world or the anxieties that haunt with the fear of death as their sidekick?
30.
Is it that as an African American I feel trapped between the end and beginning of my ships in the corporate American workforce? Is it because there aren't many places where I'm wanted if I don't bring my talents with me? I'm afraid of the silent night because if it's quiet enough for long enough, I'll hear the painful answer to these questions.
A minute.
But if I'm quiet for even longer, I can feel the pain wiped out of my tears, as if something good, strong, and caring had been watching the whole time. Must be God, because no man is here to help me. God, if that is you, I'm begging you to keep me as the apple of your eye, because so many have let me go, including me.
Crack the smile.
seen hope in a while, glad you came by for a day. If you would like to decide to stay, and give me a reason to believe you won't fade away. Even when demons tease me late at night, you never sleep on me, I'm in your side. I know that love can bring me into life. Even when I close my eyes, you exist outside of time to make my soul rise. I'm the apple of fire. I'm the apple, I'm the apple. I'm the apple of fire. Apple of fire. Smile in the trial. You are the peace in the wild, glad you came by for a day. Feels like 1,000 years, I'm astounded here. Is the reason to believe you won't fade away. In the wild, glad you came by for a day. Feels like 1,000 years, I'm astounded here. Is the reason to believe you won't fade away. Fade away, fade away, fade away, fade away. How long will we believe that the future will be any different from the past if change doesn't happen in the present? Don't get me wrong, the future can learn much from the past, but what's an education without application besides elementary? And it's this way of thinking that's been killing us for centuries, literally for many, figuratively for some, unjustly for too many. And now we're left with either a problem or an opportunity, with us as the difference between the two. And we can't afford to make excuses as if we are useless in this story. As if there isn't a voice saying all over the world, can these dry bones live? In other words, how many cares do you give to wield the power in which you live to affect change for this pile of skeletons we've seemed to have created through hate? Because you and no one but you know the good that you ought to do. I know how it feels to be stuck, if anyone knows how it feels to be stuck. Looking at the past, hoping the future could grasp something from it, because what's ahead seems predictable and susceptible to relapse and absent of anything that can put our dentures together genuinely. Fake smiles down church aisles and out the back door, miles down the road to the future, where the idea of a happy life fades like the sun over the horizon, untouchable, leaving the mistakes
of today bathing in the dark closet of the night sky with just enough light to make imaginary conversation with the skeletons, the dead bodies as they grow. Tomorrow's sun can't shine bright enough to remove the shadows that follow us. In fact, the brighter it shines, the more this dark side seems to be what's noticed. The sun is no longer brightening up the day, but reminding of the yays of yesterday as we get comfortable in today's change, sweating, depleted, and slowly developing a dark connotation for the phrase sunny day. Are you aware of the power you hold to play your role in the story arc of humanity, going from disconnected bones to colorful army, turning away from the past and toward a better future right now? Are you aware? Because we are. And if you can't read between the lines, I'll show you who we is.
Right. 2 sons. Thomas boys coming at him. APK, give it to him. This one's for my brother, with my brother. Let's get it.
APK Amsterdam.
Let me get my 2 cents. Scooching nuisance when I do this. 2 sons, you would think we were 2 kids. Got me on the run too late, we on too quick. Didn't wanna do this. Pack my bags, fill the pack, man, I'm done with you. Where were you when all that I could see was due? Hurting never hurt when I talk it through. Broken, never got paid my dues. Needed some respect, not an attitude. We cannot express color of my skin. Got me locked in for the profits, for my kin. This has gotta end. Passion is passion, my all is passion is acting like passion's microaggression with no progression. Child and fake smiles, been running away from miles, been hitting some anti-Bible traditions with no perspective. Let me get my 2 cents. This all started with 2 cents. A deceiver, an innocent nuisance, offering a feeling to hide away the truth. Shh. Let me get my 2 cents. Let me get my 2 cents. Let me get my 2 cents. 2 sons, you would think we were 2 kids. Got me on the run too late, we are too quick. Switch. Creative activists coming after your abdomen. Attacking the masses, I'm laughing it off. Let it be known, love for the animal always be in my atoms. I split the trap, oppression, I'm having a ball. Found new land cause you wanted more. Taken from my land, now we want what you want. That's freedom, but you mislead us. Care with the wrong treatment, caught in the wife beater. Oh God, turn us to a ground eater, no breather. All started from the heart like ring finger. Only put us on stage when you need singers. Entertaining and famous with no figures. Go figure, the plot just got thicker. Got me hanging by a thread to be a public figure. 400 years with the same filter, still hanging by a thread, do you get the picture? If I wanna rap, I can go do that stat. Please look at the stats, my genre is that. Slaps come harder than I look, my lyrics on Fat Pack. My brother and I smash, that's Lincoln, that's catch. Very best with the master, soil on slash, the power to make pass for sons and daughters. We handling NASDAQ, get the lights, camera action, black is in fashion. Switch. Let me get my 2 cents. Yeah, let me get my 2 cents. Let me get my 2 cents. You know, 2 sons, you would think we were 2 kids. Got me on the run too late, on the run. Switch. Let me get my 2 cents. Let me get my 2 cents. 2 sons, you would think we were 2 kids. Got me on the run too late, we are too quick. Switch.
I'm not gonna cut. I wanna get some. Oh my God. What was that, man?
it was the perspective that you were going in, getting close to him with, and it was like, whoa, I hope he's different because, and it's like a tango happening.
Yeah, but also being terrified to find out if I was right, and the fear that I had of what if this is too good to be true? Like, what if I actually am just not acceptable to the world, kind of thing? And what if I'm not acceptable to God? Like, if that's it, then that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. I'm like, go.
Yeah.
I was suicidal at 14 because I was so afraid that I was just like, I can't, like, no one can handle me because apparently I'm a handful. Which is never a thing that you should say to anybody.
It's kind of like from your mom.
Yeah, kind of from my mom, mostly from her. Because like my feelings and the depth at which I experienced them was never validated. It was always looked at as like, why are you reacting so strongly? I'm like, what do you mean I'm reacting strongly? I'm just reacting. Like, you see it as strong, but this is just how I react to things. And granted, there was some level of inappropriate response to some things, but that was because my brain is wired in that kind of a way to kind of be more on the emotionally intense side because of a learning disorder that kind of shifts things in that regard. So like there was some stuff where it was like, okay, that's not necessarily like the most appropriate response to like what's going on in the moment, in the sense that it's like it's not like, not that it was inappropriate, but it was like the response wasn't what the situation called for, if that makes sense. But that's how I felt all the time, that my response to the situation wasn't warranted.
Has crossed your mind at all, but you came walking through the back of mine in the night. I can't shake the peace your presence brings. You love me like a brother, thought that was enough, then you got close to me. You got close to me, yeah. Too close to me, yeah. Don't get too close, love me like a brother, thought that was enough, got close,
I saw you and thought you were a ghost. I have been such a fair weather fan of your life. We cut ties, I held onto the rope. You loved me like a brother, thought that was enough, till you got close to me. You got close to me, yeah. Too close to me, yeah. Too close.
Love me like a brother, thought that was enough, then you got close, Then you got close, yeah. You got close to me, yeah. Don't get too close, love me like a brother, that was enough. Please spare me from the pretending you like me.
If I asked to dance, you wouldn't think about it twice, yeah.
Wondering if we're in item, I think we're up to something.
We're on to something.
If not, then you're too close. Too close to me. Too close to me. Too close. You love me like a brother, thought that was enough. Bring it down.
You're too close to me.
Grace will find you through people in regard of mistakes. Your weakness is a treasure worth hunting down, and not by pirates, but people. Many times we refer to grace as this cosmic shift in the circumstances around you that can only be generated by a God who sits out of our reach. And we hope and pray that maybe He'll decide to exhibit it to us in the moments when the flaws of our humanness hurt others and ourselves. And if we're honest with ourselves, even those who proclaim to know God is gracious have a slight disbelief that takes real estate in their soul. It tells them that there's a state of weakness that's way too far down below for this God out of reach to reach. If we're ever to sink anywhere near that state of weakness, we give up. We give up swimming, and in some cases swim down, because who would put themselves in danger to save someone dangerously weak? Well, perhaps there's a remnant of people, not pirates, who see danger as an opportunity and your weakness as a treasure. And maybe, just maybe, if the hand of God doesn't reach down, it gracefully reaches over to tap on their shoulders and employ grace through people to find you.
This time, defeat creatures that leap in minds. Preachers and people find we were never meant to divide. We are all you inside, two dimensions are unified. Earth to be beautified through truth in you and I. 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 Earth to be beautified through truth in you and I. you're here. Yet there at the same time. Present with the reason for life outside of a time when you searched for it. With the achievements of others as your roadmap to a place they would never take you. Following opinions decorated as advice that comes from a finite perspective. But nonetheless, you're here. Had you known you could be here there, would you have lived your life a little differently? Well, it's not too late. You still have time. Because in this reality, time never has you. So, I urge you, take another whack at it. While you're at it, do yourself a favor and find here, there.
Wish I never met him, her, or them, and started dreaming about a life that looks like theirs, with nicer hair and way more pairs of shoes that look better on me than you. Just saying, now I'm just playing, but on this pavement, seeing people with a life that I'm starting to crave. The money you make, the chick you chase, the car you race, the meal you ate and turned in late. Good God, I wanna call in late, smoothly hit snooze, lie in wait. Heart starts to play these stalling games. Who's the real boss of the life I made? Maybe I don't need to be famous. Maybe I don't need your job to find out. Maybe the way isn't paved the same for each and every one of us. Waiting on God to tell me what I already know is true. Maybe the walls are different colors inside of my mother's womb than you. Maybe I need a reason. Maybe I need a reason to hold on. Oh, a reason to hold on, yeah. Here we go. So I go and go. Will this work out? I don't know. It's what I'm doing right now, worth it. Am I really living out a life you purchased? Don't wanna trade it for another version. Searching, nobody's advice is working. Maybe I don't need to be famous. Maybe I don't need your job to find out. Maybe the way isn't paved the same for each and every one of us. Waiting on God to tell me what I already know is true. Wow. Different colors inside of my mother's womb than you. Maybe I need a reason. Maybe I need a reason to hold on. A reason to hold on. Wow, y'all look amazing with those lights. Look, I will not be swayed by what they say. In this life commingled with grace and mistakes, no other thoughts determine my fate. The sun is the reason. I will not be swayed by what they say. In this life commingled with grace and mistakes, no other thoughts determine my fate. Sun is the reason. It's the truth. Thank you guys so much.